So this is the Arson Victims page on X.com. If you follow this account, you can see everything that we post, and if you repost everything that we put up, it will really help us to expand our reach and get our story to go viral. I put pictures or videos here of the arsonists that came up and burned our cabin. And there's video of the cabin burning. And everything that we claimed in the press release is verified here with photos and videos and documents. So this post shows the pictures of the damage from the fire, and also has the Cal Fire incident report. This post shows the power pole that is at the very beginning of our driveway on Miners Creek Road as a landmark, and then we also included the Pacific Corp power pole map that shows the exact location of this power pole. This post is about Don Phelps trespassing on our land, and we have the sheriff's incident report where they don't even mention Don Phelps' name. This post is about Deppin's corrective deed, the fraudulent deed that removed our easement. So this is page 1. It says here that he's using this instrument to remove our easement. So the Siskiyou County Recorder's Office should have known that this was an improper use of a corrective deed, and they should not have filed this document, but they filed it anyway. And then also, knowing that it was removing our easement, they failed to provide my family with any notice that this document had been filed or recorded, even though the recording of this document changed our real property interest. And then if you look on page 2 of the document, you can see that our easement clause has been removed. And this is one of the letters from Darren Mercier, who is Don Phelps' attorney, and the letter is a purchase offer from Don Phelps to buy our property for a fraction of its value. This post shows the hole that was dug in the road with the backhoe, and it's got a satellite image here of the area. This purple area is the 10 acres, and where the star is where the cabin sat before it was burned down. And then this blue line represents the driveway that goes from Miners Creek Road up to our property and then continues on out to Sugar Creek Road. And this is a letter to the Sheriff's Department requesting the name of Officer P42, because what P42 had done was not legal, and so we're trying to find out the identity of the person. But the Sheriff's Department never responded with his name. This is the ArsonVictims.com webpage. This page is the story of the Farnsworth and their whole ordeal dealing with these land baron neighbors that have been obstructing their road. There's links to all kinds of videos here that you can watch. We've got 2 trespassers armed with rifles coming onto the property and then going into the cabin at night. This is one of the wood piles that was blocking the road. This video shows all the documents related to this ordeal. This video shows Don Phelps trespassing on our property. The press release is available here at the top on this menu. So if you want to read the full press release, it's here. And then there's a link to the donation page on Give, Send, Go. And if you can click to donate, any amount of money will help us. And if you can share and try to get as many of your friends to donate a few dollars, eventually it will add up and help us, and we can get our case into federal court. So please consider this, and please consider sharing with everyone you know. This is James Veraxi Phelps's Cal Bar profile. It shows here that he's county counsel, and here it shows that his bar license, went inactive from 2019 to 21, which was, right during the period that Don Phelps, James Veraxi Phelps' father, was trespassing on our property, threatening me, pulling guns on me, shooting at me. So it's kind of interesting that his law license or his Cal Bar profile went inactive, and I'm not sure why that is. Another interesting thing is this is the profile for William Manson Carroll, and it shows here that he's the Siskiyou County Council's office, that he works in the Siskiyou County Council's office, but it doesn't say that for James Veraxi Phelps. It seems like they're trying to downplay the fact or conceal the fact that James Veraxi Phelps is working for Siskiyou County. I also saw James Phelps listed on the district attorney's website, and I went back to get a screenshot of that, and the web page had been updated and James Veraxi Phelps's name was no longer on it. So I went to the Wayback Machine, which is an internet archive that archives all pages on the internet. And interesting again, for everything from year 2019 seems to have been scrubbed, and there are no archives of any pages here for this website. There's a bunch of stuff on YouTube if you want to check things out. This is video of Don Phelps trespassing on our property. He was walking all over, having himself a good time, checking things out. Looking around in court documents, he said that he came up to talk to me, even though he also said that I was always rude and aggressive with him and that I intimidated him and he was afraid of me. So I'm not sure why he would come up to the property alone to speak with me. But that's what he claims, even though he never knocked on the door, never called out to see if anybody was there. And also he knew that I wasn't there because he blocked the road intentionally to prevent me from moving onto the property. So why he thought I would be living there when he had blocked the road to prevent me from living there, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I had also given Don Phelps a letter that had my email address and phone number and mailing address on it, so I'm not sure why he wouldn't try to contact me through one of those means and would instead come up on our property without permission and then go marching around looking things over. But that's Don Phelps. There's another good video that shows the arsonist coming up to our cabin. There's the first old guy who I guess, is probably less threatening. He comes up and knocks on the door, makes sure that nobody's home, and then signals to his buddies to come on up the hill. They start walking up. And then the three of them just start going around, checking stuff out, taking things. At one point here, the older gentleman, so he removes a propane tank that was connected to my hot water heater in the shower. And then he goes back in, and he and the younger man go in. You can see them here through the window doing something. And then they leave in haste. This younger guy appears to have stolen my alien knife. And then the cabin is going up in flames. And then I also have a little video here from the bottom of the hill. So please go on to ArsonVictims.com, follow this account, repost everything that we post to help spread this information out and get and increase our reach to people. And if you can, go on to GiveSendGo /ArsonVictims and donate a little bit to help us out with this, and try to share this link with everyone you know so that we can get donations from all over the country and take this case into federal court and finally see justice after this whole crazy ordeal.